you noticed, particularly in this world of politics today, seemingly the only way that you can make contact with your local MP, your politician, your candidate, governor, wherever it is to find them roaming TV stations. And when they're not doing that, they're doing audience widths, podcasts, anything but the actual job that we're supposedly paying them to do, represent us on the world stage, you know, the sort of thing. It's fascinating over here. MPs every night appear in their own shows, Monday to Thursday on national television. I don't know how they fit the day job in, because obviously when they're doing that, you know, some might say that's a bit of a commitment. They're not just turning up an hour before. Remember, there's some production involved and they have to go through the guests and do some research. So what point are they squeezing in the job for you? You get the picture. But what's fascinating here now is the fact that it's actually increasing. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you today, and as ever, thank you so much for your time. It's nice to have your company. Is your MP or governor like this? You know what I'm saying? You can't track them down. Always busy doing something else, nothing for you, mind. Now, what I do find fascinating about this is when you look at their expenses and stuff like that, you'll notice that these mega fees that they get for the books are never donated, visually at least, unless anybody wants to stand and correct me, to the local things. You know, they're always telling you about food banks, cost of living crisis. It doesn't affect them. Take these current MPs. You see, over here we have the Mayor of London. Only 6-7 months ago, released a book all about the climate, right? All the while taking private jets himself. But we're supposed to buy the book about his vision on the climate and the climate change and the fresh air nonsense in London, all for the ULEZ charge, right? Then you've got another one who's recently just been voted in with a cabinet role inside Parliament. That's right, Jess Phillips. Now, Jess has a checkered career because this isn't her first time writing books. She's just got a brand new book out which tells us all about, apparently, the perils of working in Westminster. Jess also picked up £15,000 as a guest host on Have I Got News for You. Then, yes, she was that busy, she managed to sit down for a glamour shoot, I use that term loosely, for a national newspaper, not to promote the causes about climate. Oh no, don't be ridiculous. Way too busy to that. She's doing a book, you see. Now, the current health secretary, Wes Streeting, supposedly, allegedly going to be turning the NHS around, saving the world, you get the picture. Well, no, he's busy. He was at the Hayes Festival, the literary festival. Yes, he had a book to sell. You see what I mean? Now, here's the deal. If these people really cared about you and I, and let's not forget they're getting just close to £90,000 plus expenses a year to be your MP, you see how this works? They're way too busy to deal with the problems in hand, which are your problems. This is a gravy train. They are grifters. I don't care what people think. They're all at it for their own ends. In the old days, people didn't write a book until the end of their term in office, and then you found out exactly what they thought about other people and the internal battles. Why is this not banned now? Why are people allowed to take second jobs on radios, nightly television shows, writing endless columns, all for money? And more importantly, if they cared about their communities that they were in, like Jess Phillips, for instance, up in Yardley, Birmingham, how much did she donate of that £15,000 fee to, say, the local food bank? Interesting. That's something worth reading, isn't it? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.